Is Clemson and Alabama meeting for the fourth time in the playoff, the third time in the national championship? David, I've heard this question a lot. Is this a good thing for college football?
I think some people obviously will question it, but I think it's great when you have teams that you're familiar with that you can cheer for or cheer against, Greeny. I think that's the big thing. You've had the Red Sox and the Yankees, several years ago that I think, you loved. It was must-see, must-watch. You had the villain with the Yankees and the up-and-coming Red Sox. Now, Clemson ain't up-and-coming anymore now that they've been here so much, but I think it's an equal comparison. But I think when you got teams you can cheer for, cheer against because of whether you like them or can't stand their dominance, I think it's always good for the sport. Is there fatigue with some people? Of course there is. But last year was a heck of a game with Georgia, Alabama. But this is guaranteed to be a close game, and I think that's fun when we had some semifinals that have been pretty lopsided.
Yeah, they were, and that was even without Dexter Lawrence playing for Clemson. We now know officially he'll be out again for this game. How much of a factor is that against Alabama's offense?
I think it's a huge factor. Alabama isn't the same offense it's been in the past. This is a tempo offense that wants to go fast, that wants to put you in conflicts with run pass and with Tua. And Tua, by the way, we wonder about his health. Dude goes 24-27. I think he's pretty good. Mm-hmm. He's pretty healthy. So I think it'll be interesting to watch the blows. But I tell you what, equally as important, Greeny, on the other side, Christian Miller for Alabama, he pulled a hamstring in the semifinal game. They are so thin at the pass rushing spot. They are critically thin. So it'll be interesting to watch his injury, how much he can play, how much he can contribute as well. Both sides taking huge hits on their fronts. We know Dexter Lawrence won't play. I don't think Christian Miller will be very effective if he does play either. So two pivotal losses along the front seven.
Now quickly, David, outside the quarterbacks, give me playmakers that will have big impacts on this game.
If you've been watching Alabama, they got some adults, Greeny, that run the football. I mean, all of them are just huge. I mean, big, 210-plus pound backs. Like Damien Harris starts it off and just breaks tackles and breaks ankles and is a physical guy that makes you pay a toll when you tackle him. The first guy very rarely gets him. You already have a great offensive line. You got a guy like that coming. Oh, okay, let's put his backup in, Josh Jacobs. You watch number 8, run downhill, run physical, run people over. Another back, 200-plus pounds, running hard. Then you put in Najee Harris. Last year, he had 64 yards in the championship game. He was a true freshman. He's another guy that's a big physical back. So we talk about Tua, we talk about the weapons, we talk about the offensive line. These backs just keep hitting you over and over and over again. And honestly, at the end of the game, Greeny, it starts to become a business decision. You get to the second level, and you're like, God dang, I got to hit this sucker again. And you can see it takes a toll. So those guys, I think, will go a long way in deciding the championship game.